Hello and welcome to the round of 16 in the 2024 Shuffleit Championship Tournament, playing against Naesala. This is the final match of the Ronin octile, I don't know, of the bracket. And yeah, Naesala is somebody I've played against a lot. Should be a good match. And we've got Exorcist, Amulet trashing. We could open with both of those. There's also Mint. The draw doesn't need to be stables. There's Galley, Herald, Journeyman, so we don't necessarily need a bunch of treasure in our deck, although that is really the only payload to speak of. I mean, I think Exorcist Amulet looks good. We're not like desperate to hit 5. We can play with Fool's Gold, and they're good 4s to buy as well. Getting a second Amulet wouldn't be bad. We can always gain silvers with the Amulet too, like once we've thinned out. All right, this is actually a pretty good time to pick up a second Amulet, because unless we bottom deck the other one, you don't have to worry about them colliding. Yeah, okay. A little unfortunate not to see the Exorcist. So, no estates, huh? That's annoying. So we could go ahead and trash the silver for an imp. We could also trash 2 coppers. We just thin this crap right down. Or... yeah, no, I think that's... I want to play it. And then this turn, I guess we take a Herald. We could take a Stables and not trash an estate. The issue is we're gonna have 2 amulets and an imp. Yeah, I think Herald. Galley doesn't look quite right there. All right. Well, apparently we're never going to collide Exorcist with estate. All right. We could take a coin here rather than trashing and try to save this estate for the Exorcist. Like, we're going to have the Herald coming up as well as the Imp. So if we go, like... let's see. Like, we're guaranteed to see the rest of our shuffle here. I'm wondering about... is it crazy to take a Royal Galley? Like, the Galley's not likely to do very much. If we take I guess the other thing we could do, yeah, like buying a silver, if we plan to just trash it with Exorcist, we might as well just trash the estate anyway. So, like with Exorcist, I mean, which would suggest taking a coin. Maybe we just get another Herald and like we can get that top decked if we trigger the shuffle. And like if we're lucky enough to draw the estate here, great. But if we're not, it's not even really a big deal. Hey ho. Okay. We could probably start in on Fool's Gold. That'll play nicely with Wisps. Would still be good to get a Spices as well. But I guess we're not doing that this turn. That's probably okay. Do we take a silver? I guess we do. Yeah, I actually should have counted my money. But it's okay. We gain another silver this turn. We still have a copper left. We can trash. We have another silver that we can trash with Exorcist. Like we can hit 5 regardless. I think we do gain a silver. This order should not matter. Are we taking... I guess we're taking Imp here. I guess we're gaining another silver. Okay. Do we want another silver or do we want a coin? Are we going to trash? So we're going to have... We're going to trash a silver here is the question. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We probably want another Spices. You don't really need the coin right now. So I guess I'll take the silver. So we're going to go Spices, and then the question is, do we take Stables at this point, or do we take another Herald? Or do we take, like, we could take Galley, I guess. This is Galley. Imp right now can play Herald and Wisp. It could also play Galley, but it gets a little awkward, but not this next turn necessarily. So... I feel like getting the galleys going. So we can do like Imp, Galley, Imp here. I think I will go ahead and gain another silver. So yeah, Imp, a Galley, to play Imp, to play Herald. Okay, well, now that we didn't draw through, we have 2 Imps down. Oh no, we have Imp Wisp down there. Okay, that's a little unfortunate. I think that's a signal. We should probably take coin. We can do the math, but we have the extra buy this turn. Okay, so we're gonna want one more Galley. Something like Galley Herald Spices. It could be Galley Herald Fool's Gold. Do we want a 4th buy? I mean, we kind of do. Oh, we also could take a Stables. And that would probably be a good idea. Galley Stables. Just go Galley Stables Fool's Gold, I guess. We don't really need the Fool's Gold that much. I mean, maybe we should just take one more Spices now. Like, having the Galley already in play and adding the Stables to the deck should be a fair bit of deck control, so... Yeah, I was not expecting to go this heavy on the spirits here, but Amulet Exorcist has some nice synergy, so why not? Alright, I think we probably got enough buys for a little while. We can start adding, like, Fool's Gold on top of deck control cards, as well as continuing to gain silvers. We go ahead and discard the Stables. I guess we should Galley the... or, like, do the Imp first. Okay. I mean, it kind of is card neutral, really. Right? It's like we discard a card versus not. But I guess if we're going to gain the silver anyway, it gives us a chance maybe of top decking. We play Herald first, or we Imp the Wisp first? I guess we don't have more. Oh, but we might want to Galley. We want to Herald into Galley. I guess we would, yeah. That's annoying. Oh, well, actually, maybe it's fine. We might not get the Amulet in play. Or maybe we're actually... yeah, we're actually fine. Okay, so... 6, 5, 11, and 4 is 15. That should be... oh. I think we take the coin. Alright, so we're going to want another Fool's Gold, and then we just want some more deck control stuff. We could take some more Galleys, we could take some more Heralds. Another Stables. I guess it's also getting close to the point where we should think about greening. There's also Conquest. I don't know about that. Oh, and I think we're taking Wisps now over Imps. Maybe we don't bother with another stables. Maybe we go like Galley Herald, Fool's Gold. That's only 10. You know what? I think I want the silver. I think I don't need the coin. All right, so Fool's Gold, Galley, Herald, and yeah, we'll take another stables. And I think next turn I'm gonna start greening at least a little bit. Might have over deck controlled there, to be honest. But we can make up for that by just taking more silvers, so not a huge problem. Like, they're barely drawing and have fewer buys, so even though they've got a little bit more money than I did, I've got the ability to generate more deck control without buys too. Okay, here's a province. Let's go ahead and chuck this. All right, Galley to play Imp, I think. To play Wisp, I guess. And gain silver. So we gallied an Imp, and we could just galley another Imp, I guess. There's no more actions down here. Oh no, wait, there's the stables. Okay. Gonna gain the silver first. It doesn't matter. Well, there's a wisp too. Did not realize. Okay, so my opponent had 23 coins last turn. Bought a spices, so that gets, well, they had 21 plus 2 coffers. Bought a spices. That gets them to 23. They can get up to 27. And 4 buys. Meanwhile, I could just like go triple province Fool's Gold. The Fool's Gold should... The Fool's Gold would... So right now I have 23 coins. Fool's Gold would get me to 27. 4 coffers would be 31. And then I can take coins from Amulet to get to Quad. And I don't think there's any way for them to get to Quad. So that seems pretty good to me. Oh, yeah. Well, also they were unlikely to draw, I guess. Well, no, they did take another Stables. Okay. Ugh. I guess we gain silver in case we need to conquest instead if we like have a bad turn here. We're not guaranteed to have a good one. Uh-huh. Yeah. We missed a lot there. Granted, they're unlikely to have a good turn either, but... what do we have here? 9, 11, 12, 13... Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just doing the same thing. It's a lot of points, but it's also like our deck control just completely falls apart. I don't know what to do about that, though. Yeah, that was... I feel like that was pretty unlikely. We saw 1 out of 3 heralds, 1 out of 2 stables. We maybe didn't see all of our imps. Silver pile is actually pretty low now. Okay. We want to discard the stables into the shuffle. Let's do that first. And then if we're going to gain a silver, we don't want to do that into the shuffle. So we'll do this next. So at this point, 4 total buys in our deck. And in their deck. So if we empty the silvers this turn with Conquest, there's not... that in and of itself does not threaten to end the game. On the other hand, taking coins is a lot more likely to get us to quad. I don't know that we're especially likely to get there regardless. So maybe that's not worth worrying about. Yeah. Damn it. All right, so we can buy like Silver Conquest Province. We can't trash one of these silvers if we're gonna do it. Hmm. I wonder if it's correct to buy Silver Conquest spices instead. And then we can trash a silver. Like, what's the scenario where we lose there? It's like they hit like double province duchy or triple province, and we can't match. They're really unlikely to hit triple province at this point, I think. Double province duchy, yeah, maybe. But I would actually have the conquest points on them for that, so. This has got to be an imp at this point. So presumably, yeah, just gonna single province. Nice. If we had a second spices here, it's actually not clear that I should be triggering this shuffle. Hmm. Just taking double province isn't safe though. Oh! Oh my god. Brutal. Yeah, that would have gotten me there. We just take double duchy. I mean, our deck should be better over time. Like, I feel like playing it safe. Probably the way. If we take province duchy, do we think they can hit double province? I mean, honestly, probably not. But I just don't see the value in taking the risk. Yeah, if I could have hit double province duchy, maybe. Like, by getting that other spices, maybe I would have done that. Oh, I think we don't shy this, knowing that we have a silver on top. Like, cycling one more card seems important. Okay. Frig, man. Oh, oops. So we go double duchy again. I'm playing too scared. We should still have the advantage in the longer games. So, although I have to spend a coffer, that is annoying. I mean, I could play the silver and then I don't have to spend the coffer. Then I don't really get my advantage as much. It's still... Yeah. I don't know. This could all be wrong. For sure. Could be playing too scared. I mean, the fact that they only bought a duchy this last turn. Oh, fuck. Well, see, this kind of goes to show. Although now it's awkward for them to take double province. So, like, it goes to show that they had the capability. And if they take double duchy, yeah, they're actually in a pretty tough spot. Because if they take double duchy, yeah, I was thinking that. All right, well, in the end, it was all fine. Yeah, I mean, overall, I like my approach better. I think there was definitely a world where I just like win ages ago because my deck doesn't stall out on the turn going into the conquest stuff. Alrighty. So now we've got Magpie and Governor and Raise, Tanuki, Dismantle, Trashing, King's Court. Oh, hello. Okay. Woof. I think we're opening Magpie Raise. We got another Shy card. Picking up some Snake Witches just for that reason seems a reasonable thing to do. Yeah, I think this is Magpie Raise. Governor Tanuki combo is pretty crazy, especially with King's Court. Wow. Which I guess is an argument for like trying to hit 5 faster. The copper trashing, the copper trashing is pretty weak, but we do have Magpie, so we don't necessarily need super good copper trashing. And it's not like Raise is good copper trashing anyway. It's more like, you know, state trashing. But yeah, there's an argument for going for like silver or maybe even gladiator. Try to hit 5 quickly. Try to get a Tanuki. mean, I think it's fine though. I'm gonna go with the raise. That's what you want to see. That is what you want to see. Yeah. That's really good. Naesala saw nothing turn 3, and we're player 2, so we're definitely going to be behind the ball here. I don't think villagers are important with patron because of King's Court, so not worried about that. We're going to go ahead and trigger a shuffle here. Okay. 3 and top deck an estate. That is pretty rough. We do have a magpie down there. So we could pursue it. And we have 2 estates down there. Yeah, I think that's better than... whatever else we could do here. Huh. Guess maybe they didn't have their estate in hand, but I'm wondering if they did that in order to pair Tanuki with estate. I wouldn't have bothered, because they have a silver. And, like, Tanuki the silver. Oh, I guess if you can afford King's Court, maybe that's a reason to do it that way. Alright, well, we're gonna get our Tanuki, I guess. I mean, we're probably just lost here, but... we do have an estate. We might be able to pair with it. I guess they did trash their raise, so I guess picking up another raise could make sense. Okay, estate on top, so we can Tanuki that. Damn. Wanted to hit 5 here, I really did. I guess we go Magpie Patron. Suppose it's likely that our opponent will give us silvers to turn into governors. The problem is that they'll be gaining golds that they'll be turning into provinces or king's courts. Ugh. I think this is a colony board, but I think I would not at all be surprised if the winning player, i.e. Naesala, ends up with no colonies. How many did I actually? I would believe that I won the Magpie split 7-3. I did get a bunch of them. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, So not expecting that order. I mean, I guess they had to draw through the Tanuki, so there's like no good way around it. Oh, trashing a copper is obviously fine. The question is, should we trash a magpie into a governor? There's a little bit of an awkward time to do it with only one other magpie in hand. That's the problem. But I think... probably needs doing. Yeah. Okay. Magpie on top. Raise the raise and hope we can find our governor. Hit 7. Probably what we gotta do. Alright, we hit 7. Now the question is, we play the Tanuki, which means we basically have to draw with the governor. Yeah, I don't think there's much choice. Well, that's nice. Okay. So we go silver to governor and get a king's court. We could pursue the governor. Spend our coffer. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. Here it comes. Oh, here it really comes. Nuki first. Interesting. That seems like a weak... Like if you're not going to gain another Tanuki, I don't know. I feel like you should be able to do better with the trashing there. Like, why not draw first with the governor? Were they going to draw the Tanuki? Well, they didn't trigger a shuffle, so no. Yeah, I don't really get it. I don't really get it. That's a lot of gains, which I wish I could say like, oh, well, you know, that'll hurt them, but it'll hurt me about as much, so maybe a little less. I have more magpies, but... And then the other question here is if this governor... Okay, just gaining more golds. I mean, if they can draw it all up, right, like they've got... Well, they're not going to be able to buy King's Court and Tanuki, so they're only going to be able to play 3 Tanukis, but if they can get enough King's Court chaining, they'll probably be fine. But, All right. Good job, Magpie. Look at you go. Right. So we gain like a frickin' boatload of gain a silver, gain a silver, gain a silver, gain a silver, gain a silver. We gain 5 silvers. So what we would really like to do is draw them all up and King's Court the Tanuki. Trash them all. The problem is we have to draw through the Tanuki to do it. Probably nothing for it, though. Like, it's got to be better than King's Court and Governor. That helps. All right. We definitely want one more Tanuki, and then Governor. Governor. What would have been really nice is to get another King's Court. I don't think there was a way to really to do that, though. We could pursue Governor. Top decking 2 governors is not as appealing as top decking 1, but it's still probably correct. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if our opponent can end the game. Would certainly think so. I mean, they do only have the 1 Tanuki. They can gain more Tanukis, like, mid-turn, and there's also Governor trashing to consider. Oh my god. So many gold gains. Yeah, and I mean, I guess you can always just Governor trash the golds instead of Tanuki trash them. The nice thing about the Tanukis is that they're, you know that they're not in the way, but did they have that many more golds, or why did they do? Oh, because I guess the Tanuki, but getting the Tanuki into your hand, well, I don't know. Then now they're drawing through those provinces. Maybe it doesn't matter. It looks like it probably doesn't matter. But again, I feel like the order is a little weird there. I mean, I guess the thing is basically, Governor or Tanuki kind of has +1 card on it when it's trashing. Governor doesn't. Anyway, it doesn't matter what I do, so I'm just not trash. And oh wait, if they're gonna, yeah, whatever. I mean, they're either gonna fail to win the game now, or they're going to win the game now, and so trashing a copper doesn't really matter. Like, if I don't win the game in response to them doing what they're doing, then I will certainly lose the game on the following turn. So there's no reason to worry about it. I mean, I assume, like, they've only played 2 governors. Like, surely they can... Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a no chance game. Just second player, better start for the opponent, and nothing really to be done. Okay. Footpad. Oh, courtier power. I'm gonna get to junk dealer. Scavenger actually doesn't look that bad in the opening. Like cycling the junk dealer faster. Wanting Faithful Hound. Well, there is a lot of plus actions here. Yeah, I don't really expect us to be adding that many terminals either, at least until we start greening. Like courtier, we'll definitely want 1. Oh, if you have the 3/4 and you can just open the junk dealer, that is nice. But I can do something similar enough. You just take another 1 too. Or we could go for a stables. Stables is the draw, and so getting rid of all of our coppers is not as urgent. Although on the other hand, with courtier gold gaining, we're gonna have treasures anyway. The other thing to consider is that, like, with the scavenger coming out, we potentially get to top deck a junk dealer, which is pretty nice. So I think we'll go second junk dealer. Okay, now I think we take a stables. And then coming up here, we can consider grabbing a courtier. Footpad. Am I concerned about that enough to bother with Guardian? Not really. The other question is, do we want 1 more stables before we get the courtier? Ideally, we would hit populate, and I guess that's another argument for footpad, is that, like, you can store up the coffers to try to hit populate. I don't think we necessarily need another stables. Having a second footpad isn't really ideal either, mind you. So on those 7 cards, we should have stables, scavenger, 4 coppers and a silver. We conceivably could actually hit populate coming up here, and maybe that is an argument for taking another stables. If we get attacked, we won't, but I don't really want 2 footpads, nor do I particularly want right now 2 courtiers. So if I can hit populate without doing that and use that to get the populate, well, we didn't. There's no real reason to discard this. We've got a stables and 2 junk dealers in there. But the question is, do we go ahead and take the footpad now, or do we take a courtier? Because again, we do. I mean, we could take 1 more stables as well. In terms of like ability to hit 10, yeah, I think the courtier is the way to go. All right, we're probably getting attacked here. Oh no, okay, that's fantastic. We can actually trigger the shuffle without discarding copper, which is great. Wait, I can't math. That is... I guess we needed to find our other stables. I guess we're taking buy and going like Guardian Port. Alright, we really should hit it here. Well, no ports. I guess we trash the scavenger, and it's not like we really care about hanging on to it. Surely order does not matter here. Now I have 3 junk dealers. That's exciting. I wonder if we're getting attacked here. No. Okay. Surely we're trashing one of these junk dealers. Another junk dealer. Don't need 3 junk dealers. This is gonna be gold by... We do have more ports down there. I guess I'll play for upside here. Okay. This is action gold. Oh, we drew our guardian. That's nice. So we can't populate. I would have liked to do 1 more, although we don't have our long ship down, so that takes the sting out a bit. Should we just go ahead and province? Probably. I mean, just having populated the once should give us an advantage. It's also, of course, possible at some point that we won't want the Faithful Hound. Or sorry, the Guardian, because we want to be able to discard Faithful Hound to the pet. Well, no, I guess there's no advantage to that. It's just neutral. Never mind. Scavengers put your deck into your discard, so you can't activate it that way either. So there's just no real way to activate it. All right. Okay, we did draw copper. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. So we wanted to populate again. I'm going to take coins by... or coins gold, actually. Yeah, why don't we just do that? Discard deck doesn't make a whole lot of sense now. Do we want another buy? So we can play the Faithful Hound and get a little bit more information. Probably trash this Scavenger. Well, oh, buy one more populate. Okay. That went well. We could do the Guardian 5 open if we wanted to here. Do we want to? Probably not. Chameleon. And Hasty Conclave. That's actually pretty nice. Yeah, I don't know that we want to play with Count. Really, when... I mean, as a duchy gainer, I guess it's fine, but... I'm thinking we open... Well, silver. The Hasty Conclave is nice on the 4 for sure. Yeah, 4-3's got to be better for that reason. You can open like Conclave, Spice Merchant, or Conclave Jack, and I think I'm gonna go Spice Merchant first and then pick up the Jack. Like adding the silvers into the deck right now is not particularly useful. Surely this is Oh, change, really? Um, we might ultimately want to change, but I don't really think that's what we want up front. So we could go coins buy and guarantee that we can afford Conclave. Seems reasonable. And dum-dum-dum. I am wondering about taking Artificer. There's a world where we play Artificer, discard 4, gain a Jack, play Conclave as Chameleon, and then get to play the Jack, which would be really freaking good. So I'm gonna go for it. Oh, baby. I guess change with Chameleon has some benefits, like it even when you have the debt, you can still just draw with it. All right, so we have. We want to keep this because we don't want to trigger a shuffle. Okay, so now it doesn't have to be specifically Jack that does that trick. I'm thinking about just picking up another Artificer. Although taking another Conclave also has some benefit to it. It's a tough call. I think it's Conclave, actually. Yeah, and this sort of hand is exactly why. It's pretty good, too. Sad times. So we know exactly what those 5 cards are. Spice Merchant, Conclave, Jack, Silver, and I guess a copper? That can't be right. I've trashed multiple coppers. Oh, but I opened with a silver, right? So there's 2 silvers. Okay. I'm thinking about we just do the do Artificer on top. However, we go with 2 4s. Kind of works out better. Yeah, it's probably better. All right. I guess that means we top deck a Smithy and buy a Conclave. All right, Spice Merchant paying off a little bit relative to my opponent here. No Artificer yet. We should be able to find it. Ooh! Damn it. That's really sad. Well. Okay, so we can get like Artificer Specialist or something. Which one do we want on top? Probably Artificer? Well, unclear. Maybe it's Specialist. We have one more Artificer in the deck than Specialist. God damn it. Mistakes, I guess. I mean, ugh. That's so annoying. Wow, that's so annoying. Maybe now is a good time to gain a change, because that's not... Like, we're going to want to... Well... Maybe I should just buy another Conclave. Kick off the turn right. There's a few too many Conclaves clumped together. Oh man, I really thought I was ahead after they had that dud turn, but that dud turn of mine, woof. Bad, 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 bad stuff. Bad stuff. Like, they haven't trashed any coppers, right? Maybe they've trashed one with change. I don't think so, though. That's cute. We don't need the action. Get the buy. Yeah, I guess also the bottom decking the Artificer the turn before, because otherwise I could have done gain and play stuff. Like that could have been the turn I would have, like, Artificer for change, play the Jack, draw the change, play the change. Bah. Legionary. Okay. Probably just go ahead and Smithy first. Okay. So what do we actually want to gain here? Like, we have the Specialist down there. I guess we'd ideally like to play the Specialist on probably Artificer. Maybe play Spice Merchant first. Do I care about the buy? Would be nice to have it. I guess I'll do that. We didn't draw the Specialist, but I guess we didn't need to. All right. So I'm gonna change. We'll probably hang on to the estate so we can trash it. Make sure we can trash it with Jack. Conclave. Sort of 4 cards, so we draw 2 of them. Conclave. Artificer draws another one. I think we do this first. No, not that. What do we want to gain with this? Like, we could just gain another Conclave, set that aside. Seems reasonable. The problem with my plan is that it's going to be like, what do we want with? Well, could take another Smithy. Or just, yeah, I probably did this in the wrong order. Part of the reason being that if I have to discard the estate, then I might not get to trash it with the Jack. I could just double play the Artificer. And then I could do the Smithy thing. I don't really need it, Smithy, right now. But could take another change, I guess. Yeah. Maybe what I'm supposed to do is use the Artificer. Use the Artificer to gain Smithy, then play it again. I don't have to worry about seeing it with the Jack. The Jack is going to draw most of these cards anyway. Like, why am I... Yeah, actually, let's... Just don't even discard and discard the silver off the top and... Well, if we could get a change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Discard that off the top. We have 1, 4. When we end up with... Yeah, no. Makes sense. Alright. I think I will go ahead and take a Guardian. It's not ideal, but I don't want to get Legionary attacked. I'll take another Specialist. Yeah, I must have piloted that last turn incorrectly to end up with like the Jack drawing nothing or Artificer, but it just didn't make a lot of sense to me to top deck a Smithy that I wasn't going to like leave on top. I mean, I guess I could have left it on top, but then like that essentially means I'm buying a Smithy instead of like a Specialist, and that didn't really seem appealing either. So, because I mean, it's top decking a Smithy versus buying a Specialist, but I think the Specialist is more important to get into the deck going into the turn than that, with given that we have the Conclave set aside. But still, it does feel like I must have done something wrong there. That is often how it goes with Artificer. So, card with a lot of options. I guess the Legionary can always act like a Smithy. Makes it better than it would otherwise be. But with Guardian on the board, I don't know that I care that much about like trying to force my opponent to invest in the Guardian. I could, but it doesn't seem urgent. If you're not attacking, then smithy is just better. So, well, better is the cheaper. Files are getting low. I wonder if my opponent's going to green. They took the gold. Do we have to respect the legionary? Wow, that's a good turn. That is a good turn. All right, should we just go ahead and play a smithy here? Sure. Okay. I mean, we could do specialist to play conclave twice. I don't know that we need the actions that much, though. Specialist to play artificer twice, or gain an artificer. Certainly be good. We could set up the jack here. Although, I guess the downside of that is you don't get to conclave an artificer. We could just play an artificer, I guess. I'm just playing a specialist one later. That seems reasonable. So. I wonder if we should try to get a legionary and a gold. Three, 4, 5, 6. Thinking about like use artificer, chuck 6, top deck a gold, use change to trash a silver into a legionary, and then conclave, normally jack, discard the gold. Drop. It's like, yeah, it's pretty perfect. Oh, I guess maybe we should. Yeah, maybe we should do it the other way around. Top deck the legionary, because we want to keep 2 conclaves in hand. I mean, it's possible the legionary attack isn't even going to do enough. I think it's worth taking the shot, as it were. I guess we can keep the Legionary because it's going to draw 3. Do we need the actions from Spice Merchant? We did discard 1 Conclave, so we do have 1 more Conclave. We've also got like an Artificer down here that we can play Specialist on, so I think not. Oops. Ugh. Let's see the Conclave. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we can Specialist the Legionary to make sure we draw it. I know what that last card is. It's really unfortunate that draw order, like, maybe I should have just done specialist on Legionary straight up initially, but didn't think of it, I guess. All right, 5. Already have enough money. It's probably just another silver, right? Oh wait, no. We discarded 2 coppers, silver, Conclave, Specialist, and we've seen both of those. We also, when we gained a silver. Yeah, okay. Too much debt. We don't actually have a Guardian coming in. How much do we care? How much can we afford to care? They did just discard their gold. I mean, they're probably going to draw regardless of the attack. I would hope I could too. I guess we're going to find out. Well, okay. Nothing else. We've got Conclave Jack. Also Conclave Smithy. They should still have a good amount of copper. So, like, they could choke on copper. It seems possible. Like, I've trashed 5. Wait, have they really only trashed? I really only trashed 1 more copper than my opponent? How is that possible? I did just play 2 coppers. That's wild. Because they got the Spice Merchant so much later than I did. They must have changed to copper. Or 2. That's the only way that makes sense. It looks like they're drawing anyway. The Jack here. Oh, maybe they fail to draw? Nope. They're getting to the point where they could Artificer for Province, and if they get a little bit more draw, Artificer per Province change into Province. Probably still buy Province, so they probably win this turn on Provinces. Well, that's not the expected route to do that. I mean, they might just be able to buy double Province again, of course. Changing the gold might not be enough to take them out of range for that. Oh. Huh. I mean, if they can buy one more province, I'm probably still just losing anyway, but that's a little surprising. Yeah, that's... Okay, well... I think we draw up before we draw down, as it were. So we need to... So, okay, we get a province, we're at 18, then we need 4 duchies to tie. That's going to be tough. Change can get us... So we need 5 gains, change can get us one of those. We can buy a couple, and we need to Artificer for some. The fact that they didn't buy an estate was very nice. Do we need... So we only have 2 Artificers in our deck, right? Yeah. So we really need to play the Specialist on those, ideally. Well, not great. I mean, we could do Specialist on Conclave. I guess we can do Conclave, Specialist Conclave if we need to. We should do that. Okay. So the Spice Merchant coins buy thing, we need to buy anyway, so we should do that. Wait. Damn it. I think it didn't say Chameleon. And I meant to click it. Okay. We can Specialist the change, that just gets us some money though. Well, not necessarily. It would be nice to see the Legionary at this point. I think we just need to Specialist the Conclave. Like, we have 2 buys. If we can play Artificer twice with the other Specialist, and then we have change, that is 5 gains. It's not the 6 gains that we would like in order to be able to win. But I don't know that we realistically can do that anyway. this point. I mean, if we play change now, we change like a silver into a duchy, maybe into a province. I think it mostly doesn't matter which one of those we do. Yeah, like I think our best chance to win involves changing now so that we still have both specialists available for the artificers. And the goal is to buy province duchy. That's 13. Change into a duchy. It kind of takes the cost up to 15, and then artificer for like duchy estate or something like that. Wait, is the cheapest thing to do? Is it more cost effective to change copper into estate? I don't know. Okay, we found the artificer. Are we supposed to chameleon this to get... No, it doesn't matter. All right, are we supposed to take it in estate now? That's the question. It's pretty bold. I think the answer is yes. Okay, so now we conclave to play legionary. I guess we reveal the gold. Oh, it doesn't even matter. They haven't guardian in play. Okay. Well, maybe I wasn't supposed to gain the estate. Oh no, I think I was. No, I probably wasn't. Oh no, wait. Hold on. I need to think about this actually. I might want to specialist the gold. So I gain a duchy, and then I buy duchy province. To buy duchy province, I need 13 coins in my hand. Artificer, yeah, we're not really that close to that, are we? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we do need to draw more cards. Yeah, I shouldn't have gained the estate yet. That was a mistake. Unless I can somehow hit province while gaining 2 duchies with Artificer, which I surely cannot do. I mean, I can gain 1 duchy here. But yeah, just a little short. I shouldn't have gained the estate when I did. I mean, I didn't actually draw into it anyway, so I guess it maybe didn't matter, but it was probably a mistake. Well, I think there was a chance there. I think the draw order wasn't great. But I think if I hadn't taken the estate, like, and had waited until the second specialist artificer play, I mean, I guess the risk of that would have been, well, I don't know. I probably should have been playing for the tie anyway. All right, so we got Highway and Wharf. But you also have Litter, so you kind of need some coins, like, to get your plus actions, unless you're getting them from, well, I guess you can get them from Village. 5-2, it's probably just Wharf. We kind of want to take Secluded Shrine and Sewers, which is a little awkward. I mean, we could open Haggler, but I think, oh, there's also Panic, which means that the treasures that we gain to thin with Secluded Shrine are eventually going to go away, but it also means that, like, we don't necessarily need to thin down with Secluded Shrine if we can just draw through our estates, which Wharf is pretty good at doing. That's another argument for, yeah, just opening Wharf. There isn't anything that activates Trail except the opponent's villain. All right, do we just go ahead and take a Poet here? I think so. It is in our interests to activate Panic, although we are going to need to get some money before we do that. Like, that is to say, Haggler / Highway stuff. I guess Swamp Hag. Swamp Hag could be a reason that we would end up needing to get Secluded Shrine, but I don't think we need to worry about that over much. All right. We just go for the Haggler now. Like, it's not going to be too long until Panic comes online. We're about to trigger a shuffle that has the, like, unplayed Wharf in it, which does make it a little less appealing to add another one. Okay, we could go ahead and take a Secluded Shrine, or we could take a Village. I'm thinking about the Village. Damn it. It's probably Poet again. Panic is active. Hope we can find our Haggler. Oh no, this animation is so slow. We did. Okay. So getting another haggler seems like a good idea, to be honest, even though we would love to have another wharf. Like, we're gonna need the money. We just go haggler village, I guess, or haggler. No, we need the village. Yeah. Buys 3 coppers. Oh no. Rough. But okay. Last turn we returned 4 coppers. So we cannot afford a 5 cost if we buy another village, which I would otherwise like to do. We could take a secluded shrine, but I guess we're buying a silver. Yeah, I guess we're buying a silver. I mean, okay, we have village. Like, the silver gets us to 6 coins. We'd ideally like to get to 9 coins at least. So do we buy 3 more coppers, knowing that we have the wharf coming up and we're going to draw more? I don't see a ton of... Oh. No, I don't think so. So now if we pick up a highway, we'll have enough coins to get the stuff we want. Which is going to be like... Well, I mean, this turn we might buy gold, because if we go like gold wharf highway, I think. I think that's better than getting like a highway and 2 cheaper cards. I guess this is assuming we fully draw. It's hard to see how we wouldn't, but maybe there's a world. It's a lot of coppers. I mean, I guess you can get through all of it. That's fine to leave on top. Okay, so like I said, we want gold, wharf, highway. Do we want any additional copper? We're gonna have one more coin than we did this turn. So we're gonna have 7 coins. 5 costs are gonna be at 4. We get hit. I guess 1 copper would be nice. So we can hit like double 5. 2 coppers or 3 coppers, so we get a double 6 would also be nice, but I'm worried about the draw. We are going to have the wharf duration draw coming in, and we added a wharf, so that is neutral. We added a gold. We played a silver, we had a gold, we had a copper. That's like, and we did bottom deck a poet. And the poets are going to be a little bit better with the highways in play. But on the other hand, if suppose we're buying like, I guess it'd be like the goal would be to like gold highway highway gold highway highway or something like that. Poet top decked poet, so that poet didn't draw either. Yeah, it's just like we can get more highways if we do it that way. It's tricky. Just like worried that if I dud, that's going to be pretty bad, but yeah, let's do it. So I have 3 highways now. It's getting to a scary number with, you know, all the buys from the coppers. Like estates become emptyable, villages become emptyable. Oh, they don't have a second wharf, but they're a wharf into play this turn too. Maybe that's why they're buying extra coppers. They're gonna have 9 coins in their deck, 3 highways. Yeah, that's pretty scary. 7 coppers, 14 buys, 15, 16 buys. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, apparently I had more draw than I thought. Okay, so if I go do what I was talking about and go double gold, 4 highways, there's only 2 highways left. It would take them 15 buys to empty, and they have that. Actually, it takes, well, yeah, currently it takes them 17 buys to empty. Like, what I could do is go province double highway. And then, like, I will actually have 9 points in my deck if I don't add, like, more treasures, which I guess I wouldn't have much reason to. So province double highway leaves me with 3 coins. What do we do with 3 coins? I wonder. We don't, like, really want to lower poets. So they have 14, 15, 16 buys. So lowering villages by 1 is fine. So what we could do is, no, that doesn't. I mean, how much a province is going to cost them? They're going to cost 5. They have the 7 coppers in their deck plus the haggler, so they have 9 coins. They only be able to buy 1 province. Yeah, it would be really nice to have 1 more coin, so I could go like province double gold, or province double highway, wharf, village, something. And I guess I could take a litter. Oh, but that doesn't, yeah, no, I don't have the money. That's the whole point. Well, province double highway thing I think has to be done. And then you can take a village and like get a couple coppers. That's fine. We drew 4 treasures this turn. So village double copper plus 1 more copper should be safe enough. Well, we did add a province. Annoying. Annoying. Thing is, we don't want to take a treasure that like decreases our VP because then they can win on the estates. Whereas right now I have 9 points, so they can't empty estates and other stuff and get other VP. Well, it's probably village double copper anyway. I mean, not that the village does a whole lot, but it's a card that Poet can draw, and We did arguably kind of sort of have overdraw this turn because we had a poet that didn't get to look at a card. I mean, there would be no guarantee that it would draw that card, but so right now we replaced 2 of our coppers. We had 10 coins this turn. Lose 6, that's down to 4. We get 2 back, that's up to 6. 3 highways now. So provinces cost 5. So we have enough to buy a province. We're not going to have enough to buy 2 provinces unless we buy too much copper. The other poet draw? No. I think I buy... So if I get to 8 coins... 7 coins is enough to buy province duchy. So maybe I just take the copper and get it. Stop at 7. The other thing is the number of buys. We don't have as many buys. We're not threatening a pile out right now. I mean, they should be having trouble drawing all that copper, I would think. I mean, they did trash the estates. That does make a big difference. But yeah, I guess that is the difference maker. I just didn't have time to get enough draw into my deck. That's the problem. Anyway, okay, we're going to take 1 more copper. I think taking another copper beyond that doesn't really do much. Like, it increases our reach, but... We have 3 coppers, so that's 6 buys, 7, 8 buys. 11 buys this turn? Oh, right, 9. So we have 9 buys. Which is enough to empty the estates and grab a province if that somehow is relevant. But 11 buys... yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably just going to lose here, but... I think making sure that I draw again is more important than getting 2 more buys that probably don't threaten anything relevant anyway. They won't have their wharf duration next turn, so that's something. They can just lower piles. The problem. If they take 4 more highways, like, I don't know, what's my response to that? Maybe I did need to take 2 more coppers to just threaten. Oh! Is there a haggler pile out that I missed? I wasn't thinking about the fact that those cost different amounts of money. Fuck. Yeah, I guess the secluded shrine was worth it. I don't know. I mean, I had a 5-2, so... Oh my god. I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty unexpected outcome. Like, should have been able to get more draw, and I just did not have time. It's like the panic went off too early, if anything, maybe. Just didn't have enough payload. And we got another 2-5, or 5, well, it was 5-2 last time, but whatever. I wonder if there's like a capital megaturn you could do here with Camel Train, exile a bunch of capitals, buy 1 capital, and then draw a whole bunch of cards with City Quarter. The opening here. It does seem kind of slow, what I was describing. I mean, you can also camel train the city quarters, which is nice. Like, are we supposed to just go ahead and open maroon? Oh, they just go straight for the camel train. Yeah, that definitely has some merit to it. Definitely does. Hmm. I mean, I think we should probably open maroon though. With the camel train now. I could take 2 golds off of this if they want to. That is not bad. Could probably do that. Damn it. Thinking about Squire versus Pixie. I'm gonna take a Squire. Drawing that camel train was so unfortunate. It was like a 1/3 chance, so it's not like it was unlikely, but very unfortunate. Wondering about actually taking a second camel train. I think I will. Okay, so kind of need another Squire so we can get some money into our deck, probably. I mean, we could try to get the golds out of exile, but I think. And we also need the actions anyway. No, really? What? God. Come on! That's ridiculous. That's totally ridiculous. Okay, so Do we go ahead and take a city quarter now? Like it's more draw than we need, right? We got the 2 squires, and then these 4 other cards. We'll definitely see all of it if we see like 1 city quarter in the top 2 cards if we buy one. What's the alternative? Take like a pixie, probably. You can also potentially maroon a squire into a witch's hut next turn, which would be a reason to take another squire. If we take the city quarter, we don't need the squire back because we'll have the actions that we need. Yeah, we should take the city quarter. Okay. Well, is trashing a squire even good here? With 3 city quarters down there. And should we just leave that all down there? We trash the maroon. Take a silver, pay off some debt. And know that we have our draw set up for next turn, then we can get both of our camel trains and all that jazz. Playing them both this turn would be nice, though. I think the witch's hut just doesn't seem that important. What? What is happening? You know what? That's actually fine, I guess, but what is happening? Oh my gosh. Just sure. Bottom deck 3 city quarters. Whatever. Okay. So how are we gonna get money here? Taking like we could just take more golds. We're gonna still have 3 debt. We can squire a couple times for silvers. 3 coins from squire, squire, goat. 4 coins from silvers is not enough. We kind of need like a silver in exile, be able to get the golds out of exile, and then we are gonna have too many treasures in our deck. God damn it. This is all on very strangely. But okay, I guess we take silver, gold, and worry about the rest of the stuff later. Okay, so gain a silver from exile. 2, 3. Yeah, we do need the other silver. Okay. I don't think I want to take any city quarters right now because I don't want to lower the pile and end up with not being able to get them out of exile. So I think I'm just going to start in on capitals. Yeah, that was a risk. That was a risk, for sure. I mean, it's possible I took one too many golds, that like the turn before I shouldn't have exiled a gold with the Camel Train. Okay, please don't empty the city quarters. I want to buy one. I can't do that. No, no. Ah, damn it. Ah, that's so bad for me. God damn it. Fuck. I have 3. This, I just... This game has gone so sideways for me. Alright. What do we do? What do we do? Probably lose, but... We could go ahead and take a province and just push that. And continue to build up for the capital thing and take like a witch's hut for draw. I don't know. Don't know. Yeah, I guess I should have exiled the 2 city quarters just to deny them. Yeah. Like, their draw hadn't been consistent, so I wasn't necessarily expecting to be able to hit 3 of them in one turn, but... Well... So right now we have 4 golds and 3 silvers in our deck. 18 coins plus a goat and some squires, so 21. The 2 capitals would get us to 33. We get another capital to get them out of exile. That gets us to 39. That's pretty good, but it's not amazing. Probably have to invest in draw. So frustrating. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably just that sequence of events are probably just lost. Just like I needed to be able to pay off my debt, but Yeah, maybe I wasn't supposed to take the golds at all. Maybe I was supposed to wait on it, just like get out of debt, take the city quarters, and then worry about getting to the golds. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, I didn't, I don't really care about having 7 city quarters, but I do care about having more than 3. That's what's awkward about it. All right, well, I guess you can curse me with the Witch's Hut. I don't think that's gonna matter very much. Like, so long as I find my city quarters, be fine. Because I have 2 trashers. Alright, what are you going to exile? Are you also going to take some capitals? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there was... Yeah, like the turn before, didn't like draw at all. They did put 2 city quarters into their deck, but they didn't shuffle. So like, I think there's a world where they don't draw last turn. I get more city quarters, and this doesn't look so lopsided. There's also a world where I had another city quarter like a turn or several turns earlier because I didn't, like had the turn where I drew the Camel Train dead and bottom decked all my plus actions. Exiling pixies, interesting. Okay, I guess that's just a way of adding some reliability. And oh my god, serious. Well, the good news is I have 2 city quarters down there. Maybe I just go ahead and take a bunch of capitals now. And I guess we probably trash a Squire for a Witch's Hut. Some more draw. Okay. Wait, what? How do we not have... Wait, what? Oh, that's right. I had one in the previous hand. Ugh, this distribution has been so bad. Yeah, it will take something of a minor miracle for me to draw here, admittedly. But gotta try something. If I do somehow draw... Well, we will have a lot of money. I mean, they shouldn't be able to do much better than they were able to do last turn. So it's not like they're going to win the game this turn or something. Oh, whoa. They did it. That's surprising. How on earth? Well, that actually buys me some time. Like, if they had double provinced again, that would have been scarier for sure. Okay. Do we play the Witch's Hut just to try to give them a curse? I guess so. I mean, it's kind of neutral on... Well, and we might draw some capitals. I don't... Well, is drawing capital even useful here? Maybe not. Did draw a city quarter. Unfortunate. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I can triple province. For all the good that's gonna do me. Played a city quarter, drew a city quarter, which means we only have one city quarter down here. This has been ridiculous. Oh, they might actually have a pile out. Oh my god. Freaking kidding me. Surely they have a pile out now. Or why wouldn't you exile capital? I mean, because you want to go for style points? Rude. Ugh. Well, I don't know. It really did not feel like I had a very good chance to win that match overall. There were too many games where things just did not break my way. Like I think like I very easily could have ended up ahead in this one. Like I think my opening was better. You know, I had more city quarters faster than they did, but my draw sequencing was so rough for several of those turns, and yeah, then them having consecutive turns where they just got a whole bunch of them. Yeah, I mean, evidently I should have just exiled some of them for denial, or not taken the golds yet. And I guess I can acknowledge that was a mistake. But like I said, I was thinking at the time, like, okay, I have 3. I don't really need more right now. There's not, like, you know, if I don't take the golds, then there's not much for me to draw in my deck. So I don't get much value out of adding more city quarters. And I was not expecting it to just pile because, like I said, they had not been drawing. So, you know, the fact that then they just went off that turn and emptied them was totally unexpected to me. And then, of course, on top of that, like I was, you know, I drew poorly even from that point forward. I mean, like there was a point, obviously, when I added all the capitals to my deck and stuff where I wasn't expected to draw. But like, you know, when I like top decked 8 coins and 1 city quarter, it's just like, what is this? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there's stuff I could have done better, but it really did feel like a match where I was just behind, like out of the gate, repeatedly. And yeah, like the previous one, the highway panic thing, like I don't know. I still think like Secluded Shrine is a slow trasher. Like I'm still not convinced that that was like worth investing in. And I like, maybe 5/2 is not as good as it looks, because even though you get a good 5, there's nothing good to get on 2. But I feel like I should have been expected to have like be able to add more draw to my deck, and I just like could not get there in time. But I'd have to go back and review. Like maybe it's just expected that Panic is going to go off. You're going to have a lack of payload, and so you're not going to have the opportunity to do that. And so it's particularly important to buy those or to trash those estates. I don't know. Like only over gaining 2 wharves is pretty bad. Under ordinary circumstances. I mean, I guess the other thing is like, the deck gets thin faster because of Panic. So like there is a sense in which you don't need the wharves as much, and so like then you want to get the highways because you're going to find them and play them. But then on the flip side, having the estates in the way, I don't know. Of course, then I had a 5/2, so if I open Secluded Shrine, like that's pretty bad too. I guess I could have taken one like turn 3 or something, but yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like I was in a tough spot the whole time there. Yeah, but still overall obviously got pretty far into the tournament. Can't be too unhappy about it overall, and I'm sure that, I had some good fortune in the previous rounds. So in any case, thanks for watching, and I will be starting the new league season, before too long. So until then.